G'day everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm RaidzeroAU and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival in Alpha 10.6 Experimental. And I've made my way over to the unknown artifact, a couple of Ks away, on the motorbike. I'm just gonna grab those for now. So, we'll keep making ourselves some food. Also made myself a chainsaw and a little bit of fuel overnight. Just chopped down a few trees. I figure we're going to need that. Basic exploration. Okay, so we've completed that part. Let's go. Advised to build a hover vessel. Okay. We will get to that. Yeah, oh, I saw some. Have a look over here for a sec. Make sure. Just whenever you see these plants. Ah, level 5. Awesome. That's what we wanted. We'll check this place out. Although I don't think there's much to check out here. Everything's up the top. And, yeah. Not really going to be an option for us at the moment. We don't even have a spacesuit. But grabbing... getting level 5 was very important. So let's go into a tree here, small vessel. So all we should need is a fuel tank. Small thrusters. Do we do some landing gear? Suppose we could. Well, I don't like the Gatling gun, so we'll probably want that. Maybe a cargo box or two. Fuel tank. And the generator. But we're going to go without the RCS at the moment. Now, base. We want to unlock the small constructor. That'll enable us to make a large constructor. And possibly a small generator. And where's the fuel tanks? Only up here. Do the O2 station as well, just in case we need that. We might as well unlock the large constructor. Or should we? Maybe not. But there. Definitely want an armor locker. And I think it's under weapons. Light armor. Right, under tools. We're going to want a multi-tool. We've already got an ore scanner, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Anything under miscellaneous? Portable heater cooler. I want a wireless connector. And it wants us to build a hover vessel. So we could let's see what we need to unlock here. See, it's forcing me to do the RCSs, but we've got ground repulsors, so we probably don't need it necessarily straight away. See how we go. Okay. Good. So with that, I am going to head back to base I'm going to do a bit of mining. And then we'll continue. Okay, we're back at base. And just in the process of... You'll see here I've put down 2 portable constructors. This one should be making me a bit of food at the moment. We've got one more vegetable there. Make some more of that. And this one here, I'm just making exactly what it asked for. So, only other thing I've made is I've made some small steel blocks. Okay, so it's told us to put this down. There we go. So if I come in here, CPU usage 14 of 5,000. It's got 5,000 CPU usage. Okay. What we might do is I might just have a quick sleep. Power's starting to go on this because we've still only got a the capacitor and solar panels. Not many of them. Okay. Alright. So everything is crafted. Now, how much CPU does this take? Anything? Seem to. I want to make this a small one, I think. These are the old legacy ones. I used to like that as an old legacy cockpit. Bring it forward. Okay. Just go there. Right. So I'm just going to grab those for now. Leave those there. In the meantime, what I'm going to get this to do is an armor locker. Some armor. Cargo box. Get a couple of those. Didn't really want to fridge this yet. What do we want? We want a... small constructor. Okay. So, at the back here, I thought I made a couple of small... Let's make a couple of those, then a couple of those, followed by that. Okay. So it wants us to place the thrusters. I'm thinking I want to place them down here. So I want to place at least one of them here. Oh, that's too much. I think I want one there. And then, 1, 2... Just extend that out. One there, one there. And we'll stick another block in there. Alright, the generator. Go in there. Generator can probably just go there. Then we're going to stick a cargo box or two on. We will make them those ones. There and there. Followed by the fuel tank. Go in there. And I'm just going to bring this. Nope. Not going to do anything major with it, just that for the moment. It is pretty ugly. We'll be the first to admit. I suppose we could. Do that. And then do we have access to be able to make one of those? Now, let's have a look at our CPU efficiency, 100%. CPU usage, we've used 931 out of 5,000. Okay. Now, we don't have access in this one to be able to make the detector. What we can do is in here, take that out, and we're going to want a lot of large ones. See, that's CPU 1920. Go on. Volume is 300. Okay. Put two of those in. You're still flashing away in here. Put a bit more food in there. Grab those. Probably just go in here. Where am I gonna, well actually, where am I gonna put my, probably here. Let's put our, or do I want to take that out? Let's take that out. Whoops. Maybe not. Can I fit that one in there? No. There. Let's just put it there. Alright. Stick our armor on. That way we've got a light. And we can also jetpack when we put our jetpack on. Alright. Next thing we want is that. Where are we going to stick that? Well, I think this wall has to come down. We've got that light there, but that switch. But you know what? We don't really need it. Right, you can go in there. Right, give me that. No, not there. There. You can go in there. And we should be able to make that one. Okay. So we manage that and maybe take half of that. Only gives us 20%. You've successfully completed the chapter, Vessels of the Robinson Protocol. Alright, so there's our new HUD. Base building. Let's go. Alright. So there's our new HUD. Interesting. Just 0.6 off the ground. Well, that's not too bad. It'll get us going, if nothing else. These ones here, we could probably just do that for now. I'm not too bothered about survivability with this thing. Right. Let's go up there. Cargo box 5-1. There. And then in this one, import will be 5-1, output will be 5, and in here we should be able to make, I didn't unlock the detector, but we'll make a wireless connector, that's for sure. A few other things we can make in here. We look at making an assault rifle. We are running out of power. Well, that's okay. What we'll do is we'll tell it to make a small generator and make us a... How much is it? How much CPU does that use? 313. Okay. Make me a fuel tank. Right, there's that. Where can I stick that? I want to stick it there. Probably not. Probably stick it at the back here along with everything else. Okay, you can go there. That should now give us access to the F4, so opportunity. Good. Now, in the meantime, we will tell this to continue making us a bit more fuel. Some fruit in there. Not that bothered at this point. We need to get some reliable power going. So we got vegetables and fruit. I'll grab them. And in here, I'll just tell it to make as many protein bars as possible. Can't make that one because we need to make ourselves one of those. So we're getting there. Now, under F3, let's make the detector. Right, we'll make that detector. I'm not going to worry about docking pads on this one. We should have a power generator shortly. Where are we going with power here? A couple more. And I think the detector can just go at the back there. Shame we can't put a flag on it, like the old bikes we used to use. Oh, I'll just come in here for the moment. Come on. Anytime now. Okay. Right. Come around the back here. Probably not the wisest idea, but this is what I'm going to do anyway. And we've got a fuel tank now. We'll probably end up closing this in or something like that. Let's see. It's only got 6%, 9%. That's okay. Where are we going? Right, there's our steel block that we need for here. We'll just stick that in like that. Still got a bit of storage here. In fact, you can come out. You can come out. And you can both go in here. And there's our detector. We go. And we have our little runabout. Our ugly runabout, but it's a runabout nonetheless. Okay, now in here, can we make everything we need for the small vessel? And the answer is no. We need to make an advanced constructor. Okay. We haven't unlocked the large constructor. Sorry, large constructor, not the advanced constructor. Alright, base. Unlock that for me. Make me one of those, please. In the meantime, because we're going to need space for it. Put that out, and then that can just go there. Ah! Whoops. Mistakes were made. Things are dying. Because this isn't sealed. Whoopsie. Luckily, these are things that we can easily replace. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Tidy some of the place up. There we go. Right, there's that. So, you can now go. We don't need you anymore. Your service has been invaluable. Okay. Let's do a link to that. There goes that. Oh, where's that gone? You can go there like that. Right, input is that, output is that. Now, with you, to start off with, I might get you to make a little bit of fuel as well. Some more fuel there. Then in here, we should be able to make everything. We need to make... How many thrusters? Well, first of all, let's make our... And then we are going to want a cockpit, a fuel tank, a generator, wireless connection. In fact, we should probably make 2 of those because I haven't put one on the hover vessel. CPU 56. Does it tell us? It doesn't tell us. what the CPU limit is initially. Okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 3 thrusters. 3 of those. And a light. And possibly a couple of those on there. We can't make the detector yet because that is level 7. Alright, there's our fuel. Just unlink ourselves from here for a moment. There, chuck you in there. And then after that, probably what we want to make is we want to make ourselves a fridge. And a food processor. Let's have a look. We need a food processor. So base. 3 points for that. Make me a food processor, please. Possibly a light or 2. Alright, we'll leave that going. We're going for timeout here. Too bad. We have got something over there, but I'm wondering if that is the mine iron ore, copper ore, and silicon ore. Okay, let's go and do those. We've got iron over here. It's very slow. Not that heavy. That is very, very slow. Definitely want to be moving away from those thruster engines, the hover thrusters. But that's no different to previous, although I'm pretty sure they were faster than this. Where's the hole? Might also be the design. Probably made it a bit heavier. Well, shouldn't be too bad, but all right. So it wants us to grab 10 each of these. I can't harvest those. Oh, hello. Well, that's weird. Very weird. Alright, looks like it's glitched out a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't like it. What if I come down here? No, it's still glitched out. Alright. Interesting. Well, I guess we can go try one of the others. Now, interestingly as well, I have actually reloaded the game after I mined these. So, going on with this? That is seriously slow. Whoop. Interestingly, you can turn it on its side and turn it back. This is so slow, to be honest, that I think what I'm liable to do is to head back home and actually just stick a couple of small thrusters on the back of it, just to give it a bit of oomph. It's just got nothing. Look at it. Wow. That's... I guarantee I'd have to go back to 10.5 to double check it, but I'm pretty sure that they were not that slow. Anyway, it is what it is. We will come in here, do a few things on construction queue. And on top of that, what we will do is, we haven't unlocked them, go into the small hover vessel, come down, and we, you know, I have to do an RCS for this. It uses 600 CPU as well. But it's really just those thrusters I'm after at the moment. I will unlock these hover engines, but I'm not going to use them just yet. Alright. Stick two of these on. How much CPU do they take? 40. They take hardly any. And we can just place those on the back. That should give us a bit more thrust at least, because that is painfully slow to the point of being unusable, to be honest. Yeah. Otherwise, as far as CPU limit goes, on this particular one, we've used about 1,000. We're going to use a little over 1,000 when we put the two thrusters on. So, the CPU point tiers, tier 1 is total tier statistics. Alright, so it's telling us what's using it. And supposedly we can upgrade these, or get extenders, or something like that. So, have a look here. So tier 1 base CPU, 150,000. We've used 27,000. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. In the process of making these small thrusters. Make sure I grab the right one. Should be just about done. We'll just stick these on and see how it goes, and then call it a day, I think. In the next episode, we'll look at the small vessel. Alright. Have a look. It's going to go dark for a minute here. Right, like that. Right, let's give that a go. Zoom out a bit. Oh, chalk and cheese. Okay. So yes, you can use the hover thrusters if you want to go at snail's pace. That's far better. That at least makes that usable. Alright. Well, did we make ourselves the lights? Let's have a look. Yes, we did. I'm putting one just there. And then we can come in here. And go intensity 220. Better. At least now we can see without having to use the torch. We of course do have our light. We can get rid of the torch now. That will just give us a bit of light here. So that's what I'm going to call it today, guys. First look at the CPU system. I can see where the concerns are. Haven't fallen into a lot of trouble with it yet. My biggest concern are those hover thrusters. They are absolutely useless at the moment. It might have been the way I built that. I'm not sure, but I'd have to go back and check what the other ones were like. But they seem worse than useless, to be honest, and definitely need a bit more power put on them. But anyway, next episode we'll have a look at the small vessel, see where we go with that. Hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm RaidzeroAU, signing out.